PlayStation's expectations for Bungie have clearly shifted, and it's a development that has gamers and industry analysts alike paying close attention. In a recent financial update tied to Sony's Quarter 2 fiscal year 2025 earnings report, the company's chief financial officer, Lin Tao, explicitly acknowledged that Destiny's 2 performance has not met the expectations Sony had when it acquired Bungie back in 2022. Despite years of consistent updates and expansion, Sony confirmed that the sales and user engagement levels for Destiny 2 simply have not reached the expectations we had at the time of the acquisition, a statement that carries serious weight when it comes from the CFO of one of the world's largest entertainment companies. Rather than disguising the underperformance, Sony has taken the unusual step of recording an impairment loss of roughly $204 million on a portion of Bungie's assets as a direct result of this gap between expectation and reality. This isn't just corporate speak. A financial impairment is essentially Sony admitting that the value of what it bought isn't worth what it initially thought it would be worth, or at least in the short term. For a studio that was purchased for around $3.6 billion with the intention of bolstering Sony's position in the live service space, that's a striking admission. Bungie is one of the industry's most respected developers, known for its work on Halo before launching Destiny and later Destiny 2, but the reality of running a live service game, a title designed to generate ongoing revenue and player engagement well beyond launch, is proving to be an unpredictable business. The underperformance of Destiny 2 has come amid a broader reassessment of live service models across the industry, where even titles that launched to strong initial player counts can see rapid decline after release. Recent data tracking live service games released in 2025 shows that many titles lost more than 90% of their player base after launch, a trend that underscores just how difficult it is to sustain long-term engagement in the genre. Games like Splitgate 2 and Battlefield 6 saw dramatic drop-offs in activity, reinforcing industry skepticism about the durability of live service formats. For Sony, this challenge is more than theoretical. The company has publicly stated that it is downwardly revising its business projection for Bungie as a result of Destiny 2's performance and has made it clear that they are taking a more measured view of future live service investments. While Sony still earns significant revenue from other live service hits such as Helldivers 2 and MLB The Show, it's undeniable that Bungie's flagship game under Sony's ownership has not delivered the sort of financial uplift that was expected when the acquisition was announced. This has not only led to the impairment charge, but also to broader conversations about how Sony will approach such games moving forward. Another crucial element in the story is Bungie's upcoming game Marathon, a fresh live service extraction shooter that Sony and Bungie have been positioning as a pivotal next step for the studio. Marathon has been in development for years and represents Bungie's first major new franchise under Sony ownership. While Sony still expects the game to release by the end of March 2026, development has faced its own share of challenges, including mixed feedback during early testing and structural pressures within the studio itself. Critically, Sony's decision to publicly acknowledge that its expectations for Bungie have been scaled back signals a nuanced shift in corporate strategy. It's not a wholesale retreat from live service games. Sony continues to develop and publish titles in this space, but it does indicate that the company is less willing to blindly double down on big bets without clear data showing sustained player engagement and long term monetization, in contrast to Sony's success with titles like Helldivers 2, Destiny 2's difficulty, and the ongoing challenges of maintaining a robust live service ecosystem show that even established franchises can struggle to meet ambitious targets. This recalibration also comes in context of industry-wide rethinking of live service. Some publishers have pulled back from previously announced projects, and even Sony has canceled or restructured other live service efforts over the last couple of years as players increasingly voice frustration with grind mechanics, monetization concerns, and a lack of meaningful updates. While live service titles can still be enormously profitable, the risk and cost associated with them, both in development and in long term support, are becoming clearer to companies and communities alike. At the end of the day, Sony's public comments about Bungie reflect hard lessons about live service success isn't guaranteed. Strong initial traction doesn't always translate to lasting engagement, and even beloved franchises have to constantly evolve to keep players interested. Whether Destiny 2 can rebound in the coming years, or whether Marathon becomes the breakthrough Bungie and Sony hope it will be, remains to be seen. But what's clear right now is that Sony is approaching live service with more caution than ever before, recalibrating expectations and preparing to adapt as the market continues to shift. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the latest PlayStation and Bungie developments, do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. And if you want to support my channel even more, check out my Patreon, where the latest exclusive is a look at games that changed their genre forever. Your support there helps keep this content going and gives you access to extra insights you won't find anywhere else. Until next time, game on.